Hi peeps. Sorry, let me finish setting this up. I wasn't ready. Are we good? Alright. Okay. Let us continue, shall we? Okay, where was I at again? Scorpio. Oh god, I'm such a Pisces. Okay. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. And hopefully you guys, so let me do a quick little recap for those of you guys. Hi guys, hi Deborah, Queen Ivy. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap a little bit. So as I talked about at the beginning of the last video, Aquarius, or I'm sorry, Venus just moved into the sign of Aquarius, which makes you a little bit more independent in relationships, whether you're single or with a partner. Either way, you're probably just going to want to be a little bit more independent, okay? Also, there's this crazy sextile happening with Capricorn and with Pluto, and I'm probably getting this wrong, so whoever wants to correct me, it's fine. But with Pluto and Saturn. So Pluto is all about long-term transformations, and Saturn is all about discipline. You know, so it's really about having discipline when it comes to certain areas of your life. And if you do that right now, I know it's the end of the year and people make resolutions and they like fall off track, but if you start your resolutions right now, you actually will have a lot of success from them. Like they'll be long-term things that you stick to for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So with diet or with your business or entrepreneurship, whatever your guys' goals are. Hi Candace. Hi everyone. Sorry, the messages will come in and then they pop out, so I'll try to like keep up as we go along. Okay, so let's do Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Hi, Marilyn. Ancient Rose Water. Ooh. Scorpio. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is perfect. Okay. You have got the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords that popped out right together. So it's kind of perfect with what I was saying as the Venus being an Aquarius. Now, obviously Venus wants to be more romantic and connect more with relationships, but I feel like you're becoming a bit more independent, and as you do that, you'll find that you'll have peace of mind. So even for some of you, for example, I'm not saying that this is actually what you guys are going through. Hi England, hi India. Oh, that's so cool. But say for instance, you guys are moving into a new house, okay? And you have the opportunity to like have roommates, and maybe for in a certain way that would relieve you financially, right? To have like someone else to split the bills with. But I actually feel like with your message, Scorpio, the real theme here is for you to, you'll have more peace of mind and calm in your life the more independent you are. Like the more that you just like kind of not necessarily go hermit mode, but it's about you being very particular about the places that you need to be by yourself. So that can even be in work. So for some of you, if you know that you thrive more in a work environment when you work by yourself, because you're like, I know how things are done, I know how to get things accomplished, and if you need that, it's like that will bring you peace of mind through this message. I don't know why it's coming out this way, but that's what's coming out for you. So we'll see what's coming in. This is fascinating. Okay. Scorpio. So even for some of you, you could be like kind of on the brink of leaving a connection. And like I said, you choosing your independence is the thing that's going to bring you a lot of peace of mind. Like a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is the third time this card has popped up. Okay. Ace of Wands. So, Scorpio. Okay. There's, I think, gonna be someone that you're maybe attracted to. Okay. Here's what I want to tell you. There will be people that are very attracted to you. Okay. Whatever this, especially the more that you focus on your independence, and maybe for some of you, you're focusing on getting your health back on track, or like focusing on your aesthetics, not in a shallow way, but you're just working on yourself, because that brings you peace of mind and happiness. It helps you to feel confident in yourself. And as you're doing that, I feel like people are going to be very attracted to you, but it's kind of like, I don't think this is necessarily the time. Yeah, there is someone watching you, okay? This is straight up, okay? There's someone watching you, there's someone interested in you. Hold on, I just got an sorry, I had a message come in from the place that I'm staying at, so I just had to check on that really quick. Yeah, there's someone that is like getting up the nerves. This is awesome. There's someone maybe younger than you, or maybe a bit more immature than you, Scorpio. I love this. And they're wanting to reach out to you, but they're like kind of scared to. Like, I mean, straight up, I think they're very intimidated by you. Like, they might be making some type of advances, and you could be coming across like very confident or very assured of yourself, like whatever. And that's what I feel like is fascinating about this entanglement, because Scorpio, maybe even if you've been, maybe some of you are like, no, like I'm not feeling confident in myself. If that's even the case, this person's attraction to you is actually going to help you to feel more confident in yourself. It's going to make you like, oh, I'm sexy and attractive. Like, I think I forgot about that. And that's what's kind of helping you a bit. It's not like you're seeking it, but I almost feel like there's this weird thing where you're being put into situations that are helping to boost your confidence about yourself again, so that you feel like you can get out and do things normally again. You know, like get out and start doing things that make you more confident, because that's what you're being encouraged to do. But this person is very afraid, like very intimidated by you. I don't know who this is. This is someone, either you have met them or you're going to meet them very soon. However this applies. So it's going to be, I feel like, especially somewhere in a setting where you're more focused on your independence, and that's why this is coming in, because this person is completely attracted to that energy that you're putting off, where you're just like, I don't need anyone else, I'm just doing me, you know? That's why they like you, Scorps. Okay. So let me see what doors are opening for you guys through this new moon. Okay. I have people that are curious and skeptical about who I am. Like, people are very gossipy around here, and so I've been making sure to be very hush hush about like just personal things, you know? But they're very sneaky the way they find things out about you. It's interesting. I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, Scorpio. Ooh, that. Okay. It's interesting. I think Virgo got this one, but okay, Scorpio, the first one, this is the first one, you've got the Three of Cups, which is always good. That's always a good one to get. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun, 3 cups of happiness, 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near. So you guys might be celebrating, okay, which that makes sense to me. So if you guys are going out, like togethers and things like that, you probably will have someone reach out to you in that environment, okay? Especially if it's more of like a social atmosphere, like if you guys are going out in a place where you're around other humans, you know, like not just introverted and around your family and stuff. There's somewhere where you're actually going out socially, are surrounded by a lot of people and celebrating. There is someone that's going to be attracted to you. And this is the door, silent skill. This is what Virgo got. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. I actually feel like for some of you, there's still a little bit of like nervousness or hesitance to get back out there, like maybe in the dating game or something along those lines. And it's like, you need to just kind of, because maybe for some of you, you have been through your dark night of the soul, and it's made you become like a bit more introverted, or like you pulled back a lot, you went really hermit mode. So maybe you guys are starting to come out of that. You're starting to become more social. You're starting to get interact more with other people, other humans. And so there could be this thing where you're getting a little bit of triggering that will come up. And that's okay. You just need to make sure that you get calm, get back. Like, I would recommend a meditation practice for you guys, or like yoga, because it does help you to kind of get more integrated, because we're not meant to be in hermit mode for our whole entire life. You know what I mean? Relationships are still important, and that's what's coming out for you. Okay. Okay, just did Scorpio. Okay. You just watch for this person. There's someone that's attracted to you, Scorps, okay? Or you could be attracted to them, vice versa. Who are we doing next? Sagittarius, right? Okay, let's do Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And thank you, Annika. I hope I said that right. But thank you for that. Hi, guys. Okay. Which one are we doing again? Sagittarius. Okay. You know what's interesting, guys? So I've been researching all these different astrology like modalities, because I've always followed Western astrology, but lately I've been getting into Vedic, which I think is really interesting, because and so I want to see, what do you guys follow? I've also been getting more into the Mayan calendar. You know, like someone just showed me that at the Airbnb I'm staying at last night, and it was like dead on. And I try not to get so caught up in those things, because I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of general things that we all can relate with. But what do you guys follow? Like, do you follow Western? Do you follow Vedic? Do you follow like Mayan? Anything like that? Or are they all the same and I just don't know anything about them? Okay, let's do Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh, Sag. This is a good card to start out with, okay? You've got the Six of Wands. So I feel like through this next week, you are probably going to feel very victorious in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe you're getting some type of good news or something. There's something where you're getting out on top, or you're receiving a lot of recognition, or you're getting a lot of like victory that's coming from all your hard work, you know, because this is a card that comes in after battle. You know, whatever you've been through previously, it's like a return of all of those efforts. So that's freaking bomb, Sag. Like, that's awesome. And that's your energy right there. That's Wands and fire. So, oh, that's awesome, Tiffany. Yeah, I love those things. Especially like the Hertz type of music. I listen to that while I sleep, and I really love that. I also, if you guys are drawn to it, I also listen to something called Yoga Nidra, Nidra, while I sleep, and it is amazing. Like, oh, God, it's such a long story. But while I'm waiting for Sag's card, so while I spent a good like month in Denver, Colorado, and I was going to the best yoga studio that I have ever been to. If you guys ever hear of it, it's called like Better Buzz Yoga. They're like the best studio ever. And they had a night that was like yoga restorative. It was called Yoga Nidra. I went to it one night with this specific woman, and she was mind-blowing. Like, I don't even know what happened during the session. It was crazy because I started falling asleep and I was even snoring. Like, I was like, no shame, you know, that's just what I do. But I was conscious while I was asleep. Like, I was even conscious that I was snoring. I was like, what am I doing? I'm snoring. Like, why am I doing that? Because I was fully awake, but I was sleeping at the same time. It was fascinating. I've never, like, had an experience like this is really cool. So we've got the King of Wands. I mean, this I feel like is your energy. And to be honest, like with this combination, like I said, you've got a lot of fire that's coming in. I really do feel like the energies that are coming in for you, it's starting to make you feel more empowered in yourself. Especially whatever is happening for you guys, you could be coming out in the spotlight, like really, maybe, shit, Sag, your cards. You have the Sun card next. Dude. I'm gonna say straight up, some of you, like whatever, like victory that you're coming into, it's also putting you in the place where I think you're, I mean, this is like all spotlight stuff. Feeling very passionate about what you're doing, like this can be communicating your ideas, like being a public speaker, like maybe even for some of you, you're starting your own YouTube channel and you're coming out in the limelight, but it's very positive for you to do that. Whoever this is for, this is good. Shit. Oh, this is too many. Let's see what else comes out. Holy crap, Sag. Like, I'm kind of blown away by those cards. I don't want to pull anymore because I don't want any negative cards to come out because those were so good. Okay, Sag. What else can we get? Ooh. Well, holy crap. Okay, so you got the Eight of Wands. So this is kind of what I was saying. Like, this is either you communicating, this is like you're energized. You have 3 Wands cards, and they're the best Wands cards to have. There, some of you could be traveling. You could be leaping out to somewhere. You could be going on a vacation, and there's something too about like you could be receiving some type of offer or something like it's like this really interesting combination of energies, because I feel like as you jump out to maybe like a sunnier place, okay, for some of you, this is you just becoming energized, like you're getting your mojo back, you know, you're starting to feel good again, you're starting to become like your old self again, especially for those of you that live in places that are more cold during the winter. It's like you need to almost like rejuvenate yourself and go to like a different place that's gonna give you like the sunlight, that energy boost that you're needing, because and it will, like it will totally rejuvenate you, it will start to make you feel successful again, and I feel like it will inspire something new in you, maybe even like a new passion. Okay, what's that? Yeah, because there's something going on. Yeah, this is why. Okay, Five of Pentacles. It's funny because this card is always like feeling shut out in the cold. So I really do feel like for some of you, you're like physically, geographically in the cold, and you're wanting to travel to a sunnier, or maybe even relocate. Like you could even be wanting to move somewhere that's sunnier, somewhere that like makes you feel happy all the time, because I feel like you're also evolving in life, Sag, and as you're doing that, you're also attracting environments that are very compatible to who you're increasing to, you know. So that can be in even environments, because if you even see, sorry, I'm gonna ramble just for a little bit, but you guys know how, especially like the environment that you're raised in can also affect you, obviously, you know, the entanglement, the quantum physics. So you can even see how for those of you, like if you were raised in a environment with 4 seasons, then you will also go through, you'll just chemically go through that. So you'll probably even have relationships that continue to do that, where they go through endings and beginnings and winter and fall and things falling away and then spring, and like your relationships will play out in a weather type of way too. So I don't know where that just came from, but that just came out. So for some of you, I think you're wanting to even change your geographical location, because I think it could also change like the programming of how you operate in relationships. Like it will be relationships that are more sunny for the majority of the time. You know what I mean? Raised with 4 seasons. Yeah, Kelly, totally. Like seasonal depression. Exactly. So that's why I feel like, I don't know, I'm just getting a ton of things from being in Mexico, especially watching like all the monarchs that are migrating this way. I'm like, there's something a little significant about that. Oh, yeah, Sag. Okay, look at this. Here's your door opening through the new moon, and it is a cure for longing, okay? And it says, love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. So I do want to say, like, once you guys just make the decision to choose something better, you will find that, okay? And you'll be very victorious in it. Sorry about that. This girl keeps passing, I know on purpose, because she's never done that before. And that's making me a little weirded out. Okay. Who are we on next? I know I just went really long on that, but let's do Capricorn, yeah? Okay, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Yeah, we're almost at Pisces. Almost. I know. I didn't do them first this time, and that's crazy. But we're doing Capricorn. Oh, look, we're at 111, and there's 22 likes. That's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. What can we get for you guys? What's coming out here? Now 112. Hey guys. Oh, Germany. Hold on, we got some pop. Okay, interesting. Capricorn, this is your card. So the first cards that you had pop out, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, okay? I feel like for some of you, like finances are going good. Like, it's typical Capricorn energy. You're like, okay, that's going good in my life. And you're like, now what? And I think it's because you're like, okay, this is going good. And this is so typical of humans. It's like once you start easing a lot of stress over finances. So for some of you, if you are struggling with finances, you're going to come into some type of financial stability soon. And this is what's going to come up for you emotionally, because you're going to come into your balance in the material way, you know, like it's like finally the planets are lining up and you're like, okay, finances are good. Okay, now what do I reach for? That's what I keep getting. And so what's happening is because you accomplished such a big goal in your life, for some of you, you're like, oh, well, what do I do emotionally now? Like, I think you guys are starting to like look for a relationship in a way, because you're like, and so a part of you might be still looking back at the past, the things that left, because you're like, oh, this is fascinating. For some of you, there could even be relationships that you were involved with, and because of the finances or financial struggles, it was a really big strain on the relationship, and maybe there was even like financial differences. Like maybe you guys were in relationship with some people where one person wasn't as financially stable and the other person was, or you know, like there was some type of imbalance there. And so what happened is, either this is the person you're dealing with, Cap, or this is you. It's like either you or that person came into some financial stability, and now like that's happening, it's like either you or this person is still thinking about the connection, like, oh, well, since this is working out now in my life, can we be together? This is really interesting. But no. Okay. Five of Wands. There'd be a lot of conflict. Okay. Like if especially two fives straight out right together, fives are change. Okay. Here's one thing that I've come to realize. All right. And it has been consistent throughout my lifetime. Okay. I have been the type of person that has been through like multiple relationships, so I can speak from a lot of knowledge and experience. When a relationship is a certain way at the beginning, that's how it continues to be until one or both people actually do the healing work, you know, especially when it comes to all this crazy masculine and feminine crap, okay? So, but this is why like there's conflict sometimes in relationships, is because it's a sign of how you're kind of disconnected from yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. Because, yeah, interesting. The High Priestess, okay, that's coming out next. Cap, it could be a water sign that you're dealing with too. And I think part of the thing, I do think they're still thinking about you. Like, that's the entanglement I always talk about. They could be still thinking about the connection. They still might be wanting to be with you, because it's like, I think especially over these holidays, there's something kind of nostalgic of like, oh, this is going well, but I miss this person, just memories, especially if you're in a similar environment that you used to spend time with a person in, you could be having that come up for you. Just saying, I don't know. This is just what comes out, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, so let's see. Ooh. Yeah, there's gonna be communication cap. I don't know if this is you. Like, there's two different groups that I'm picking up here. Okay, some of you might, the person might reach out to you. Just saying if that could apply. But some of you might actually be like putting up boundaries when it comes to this person, and you're just moving forward. You're like, no, 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 no. There was too much conflict, there was too much change, and even though like emotionally you still think about this person and you're like, oh yeah, good times, you remember, you can't run away from how bad it was. It was just bad. So I think that you are coming to that realization, and so for some of you I think that you're just like moving straight forward. You're like, nope, we're done with the past, we're moving forward, and that's what best. You're like sending them love, wishing them all the best, but no. But yeah, interesting. So Cap, let's see what is opening for you guys through this new moon, this door opening. Capricorn. Ooh, Cap, this is good. Okay, this is your door opening through the new moon, and it is offerings. Yay. Okay, so it says, abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. This is good. So what I want to say to you guys, especially with the Queen of Pentacles coming out in your very first card, share the wealth, be very generous. The Queen of Pentacles is very generous. And I feel like as you give, and as you give to maybe like just wherever you can, just feel very abundant in that way, it actually might cure a little bit of this looking back at the past, at what you've been through, or whatever heartbreak that you've been through, whatever left your life, like a connection, or however that applies to you guys. But there's almost this like a reciprocal kind of energy that will happen as you become generous, okay? That's awesome. Hello, JRC. So, yeah, how you get out of the entanglement, it just takes time and patience. Like, just keep adding things to your life that feels good. That's the only thing I can say. Keep moving forward, get hobbies, get connections, put yourself out there like in a way where you start meeting new people. It's like just start incorporating new things into your life, because that helps to break the entanglement, because you're changing the wiring in your neural net in your brain as you add new things in. So say for example, like, for me, and I'm going to start on Aquarius as I'm talking about this. But for me, like I told you guys, so I'm in Mexico. I'm like having to hurry and learn Spanish because that's getting me in a lot of trouble. So I'm noticing that my brain is really struggling. Like it's almost fighting learning this new thing because it wants to stay comfortable. And so it's making me push even more. I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not staying in the past and in the comfortable. It's time for new. And so that could be for some of you. You'll notice if something is really good for you is if you feel uncomfortable. Like I said, okay, for example, like I told you guys, I'm learning Spanish. And what I did was I have Netflix and I'm watching like old movies and TV shows that I used to watch in Spanish. And there's this part of me that is like resistant to that, because I want, like, I've been watching Friends, but I've been putting it in Spanish, and there's this part of me that really wants to watch it in English because that's what I've always known. So I'm almost having to fight myself on it. It's quite hilarious. So yeah, that's how you know that you're stretching your brain, is when you're doing something that you know is really good and you want to do it, but your brain is fighting you on it. It's ridiculous. Okay, so Aquarius. I'm on Aquarius. I have Pisces left. So let's see what comes out. And then I'll just draw like a good little... Oh yeah, I'll draw from this card for everyone, just like a good general message for everyone. Okay. Sorry guys, I knew that I was gonna ramble a lot in this one, and that was totally true. Okay. Aquarius. Well, so straight up, you've got the Two of Swords and the Three of Cups. So I think that you are actually in the process of like literally cutting connections. Some of you have already done this. It's at least what's coming out right now in your energy. But what I'm actually sensing, that there could be people that you've cut out of your life. And maybe you've even blocked them in your phone, because holy crap. And there's your card, Aquarius. There's the Queen of Swords. So you... Oh my god, Summer, that's crazy that you have Aquarius moon. My moon is in Aquarius too. We've never talked about that. That's hilarious. So yeah, there's people that you've cut out of your life and they are talking about you. Just straight up. Like, and it's not really relevant, but that's just what's coming out. I think maybe Aqua, like these people, like sometimes when it comes to the Three of Cups, especially with this combination with the Two of Swords, you cut them out for a reason. Especially the Three of Cups, this can be like triangulation, manipulation. It's people that part of the reason that you might have cut them out is because they're very like passive aggressive, like done like behind closed doors, and there's just weird stuff that goes on with these dynamics, especially when they're in the family. It's weird. It's like when the parents, like when you start putting up boundaries with parents, and then all of a sudden like the siblings start contacting you, like siblings that you've never been close to or never like talked to, all of a sudden they start reaching out to you, and it's because they're like getting information from you to go and tell to the parents. It's so freaking weird. So that's honestly what I'm feeling like is happening. It's like you're starting to cut connections completely because you're like, holy freaking crap, this is so toxic. Like, just talk to my face. Like, whatever you're wanting to say. I don't know. That is just coming out, Aqua. Okay, so let's see what else comes in here. Oh, this is interesting. Aquarius. So this is fascinating because you've got the Hierophant that came in upside down. So you're the nonconformist. Like you're the one that didn't follow the traditions of the family. Like you're the one that completely broke like whatever patterns that... This even could be in an environment, whatever it was. There's just something about where you were the one that was like, now I'm not going to conform to this. Like, it's off. It's weird. You're cutting ties and cutting connections, pretty much. Yeah, black sheep, for sure. Outcast, scapegoat, whatever you want to call it. But it's interesting. And I do want to say that these are people that you've known for a really long time. Or you've at least had a connection with them. Like, that it even can be where it feels like you've known them forever. It can be either one. But what's happening is, this is interesting because you've got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands upside down. As you cut them out and cut off communication, and even for some of you, even like blocking them in your phone or like changing your number, or you're changing locations, you're actually cutting off their source of like energy and power. Something that they've probably had over you for a very long time. They're starting to almost feel depleted, and it's like they're having a return of all of their own negative energy because you were a part of a dynamic that was set up where you were just this person's supply, straight up. You're completely Queen of Wands upside down. You're disempowering them. They're starting to feel like, oh. And I think they're starting to come to, because with the Knight of Swords, they're starting to come to a lot of like realizations. This can honestly be for all of you. This doesn't have to just be Aquarius. This could be for some of you that are even going through this currently, especially with the holidays and handling family and relationships. This is sometimes what is needed for people to come into this realization, to understand, and that's what they might be starting to have insights about, is that maybe for a long time, because of the entanglement, they always blamed you, and now that you're taking away their source of power, they're starting to see themselves completely in the mirror, that they were the ones that had the issue the whole entire time. That's what's going to come in for them. So right now, you need to keep the connection cut so this person can grow on their own, because you're not supposed to be the source of anyone's energy or happiness. People need to learn to provide that for themselves. Okay. Wow, Aqua. Okay, well, that was really intense. So let's see what door is opening for you guys. This is good though. I know that might not have sounded like, oh my gosh, the most positive thing. It's actually extremely. That's why, if you guys understand, like when I say, yeah, you need to cut this person out, for right now, yes, you need to teach people how to stand on their own 2 feet. It's even what I've had to learn in my own life, to cut codependent patterns. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So people can come back into our lives, but it's like, no, you need to heal yourself first, do your own work, and then maybe we'll be good. And my battery is low. These are hilarious. Oh, Aquarius. Okay, this is your door that's opening, and I need to find a way to plug my phone in. I might have to move over here to finish the readings because I don't want my battery to die. Where am I at? Oh, I'm still at 9%. I think I'm good. Okay, Aquarius, you've got a moment's joy. So good. You've got sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. You've got a lot of joy, joyous moments that are going to be coming up for you. And I feel like these connections, these people, were the path to that. So there's going to be a really interesting realization that you come to, Aquarius. Yeah, chaos. That you'll see the blessing of these connections in your life and how they got you to what you're coming into. A lot of like joyful manifestations in your life. That's the fascinating dichotomy of the shadow and the light and the pain that we go through, is that the pain will take you to places that bring you joy. And then you're grateful for it. And then you're like, what in the world? You're like, the universe is crazy. Yeah. Now we're on Pisces. Okay. And thank you for being patient, Pisces. I know I always like put you guys first, but I thought I would do the normal way. And yeah, so. And thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate you just listening to me ramble. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes there's street dogs and stuff, and they just freak out where I am, so it happens. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Tune in. I have some cool announcements at the end. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna draw a card for everyone, especially for like Christmas. I also might come on live during the new moon and for the eclipse, because it's gonna be some intense energy, and I'm gonna see what is coming on in the energies over the next couple days, and I'll give you guys kind of an update of what's going on. Okay, so tune in for that too. Okay, Pisces. What's coming out for you guys? This is, ooh, Pisces. Okay. Oh, Pisces, I love you guys. Okay, so, I don't think that helped, but sorry about the dogs. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is something that's happened. There's something that you're wanting to, that maybe just happened recently, and you're like wanting to give up. Like you were just like, Oh my God. Like, does it get any better? And this is interesting, but um whatever has happened, whenever you come into moments of wanting to give up, it's because you're moving to the next level. And what happens is when you come into moments of giving up, usually you start like kind of going through a bit of a purge of some low vibrational energies or emotions. And then what will happen is all of a sudden you'll get a burst, because sometimes in those moments you'll cry, you'll have a detox, like you'll kind of like get down. But then either the next day or something, you'll get a boost of energy. Okay. Oh, shoot. Where are we at now? Oh, okay. It just keeps updating me. It keeps giving me a low battery warning, and so I'm freaking out. Oh, Pisces, okay. Oh, Pisces. Okay, this is actually good. So you got the devil card. I know the devil card, nobody wants this, but it's coming in upside down. So I feel like whatever has happened from the past, like you guys have broken a lot of connections that have been codependent, and it could even be patterns in yourself. The thing that's burning you out, Pisces, that you need to take a look at is there's some type of pattern that you have. It can be an addictive behavior, and it gets you to the point of wanting to give up. So that's why I'm saying it could be an eating habit. So this is where you just need to find replacements. Okay, things that make you feel good. I know that's easier said than done, but yeah, like I feel like what's happening for you, Pisces, you've got the Page of Swords. This is you. I feel like you could be learning something new. You could be like coming into some type of new information that's going to help to pull you out of a period where you felt really burnt out and wanting to give up. Oh, that's good, Mariah. I love that. A million spiritual baths. That's awesome. Yeah, Pisces, like dive into learning about the things that you guys are struggling with, because I really do think it could be in relationships, and I know nobody really wants to hear that, but yeah, okay, Pisces. This is why I'm getting that for your message, because there's someone I feel like that is going to be reaching out to you. There's either someone new or someone that you've dealt with before, but it's like an addiction that I think you have to maybe this person, but they're the juggler. They're in and out. They won't commit. Like, just be aware of that, especially if this is someone new that you're meeting. Just be very, have high standards. You know, if this is someone that energetically, you know, they're not in a place to commit, or that they're not going to, like, if they're going to be in and out, they're going to be a juggler, they're going to, right? They don't have both feet planted on the ground. You need to be very aware of that. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Totally that message with this, Pisces, because yeah, if this, you can totally tell whoever this person is that you're dealing with. And so, like, there's something I feel like that you may be learning more on a spiritual level, or just something educating yourself so that you can continue to move forward past these type of, this energy. It's an energy. Yeah. You've got the Hermit card. Okay. Going within, going a little bit more hermit mode. And really just focusing on whatever like new information that's going to be coming into you, really paying attention and applying the things. The Hermit card is always like, to me, it's always like the philosopher. Okay. It's someone who, like, hold on, let me get to this card and then I'll talk about it. Yeah, Pisces. Okay. You've got the Five of Wands. This, whatever is going to happen between this person, I think that you're kind of even going back and forth. You're getting confused, and that's the entanglement between this person. Okay. Whoever this person is. It could also be throwing you off balance and maybe making you become kind of confused, and where you're becoming kind of conflicted because you're wanting to pull back. Your first initial instinct is to pull back from this person and get away from their energy, and I do feel like that is what you should do, because you really do have to pay attention to the things that you're picking up on with people in your environment, because especially for those of you that are empathic, you will start to act like the people in your whatever is in your environment. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Vanessa, yeah, if this isn't your message, it's just not. But for whoever this is for, very significant for you guys, okay? You need to be very aware that whoever a person is, that's how they are until they start doing the work themselves to heal themselves. And not everyone is willing to do that, and it's not our job to do it, okay? For anyone else except for you. I'm only saying all of that and being all motherly and coachy because of the devil card, okay? Straight up. So let's see what door is opening for you, Pisces, through this new moon. Okay. Okay, Pisces, come along. Ooh, that one just flipped. Oh, Pisces, okay, what you need to do, remember what I was saying about like your environment, like how key it is for you to thrive, pretty much like how even the people that you're surrounded by can kind of seep into your energy. This is why the door that's coming in for you is bless this space, okay? It says, your sacred space holds the soul to beat. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. What you need to do is, especially for those of you, say for instance, that you're living somewhere that you're surrounded by a lot of different people and maybe some lower energies, it's like you need to start putting yourself or setting it up so that you put yourself in a different environment that's going to be more conducive to the calm, the healing, and the balance that you really want in your life. You have to make those choices. And the reason why you're feeling conflicted and confused is because you're entangled with a lot of people that are similar to that. Whether that's in your home situation, your work environment, that this totally happens with the entanglement, you know, like you just have to start seeing it for what it is and continue to move forward. You know, when it feels off and it feels imbalanced, just continue to not run away, but walk towards something better for you. Okay. Yeah, especially for those of you wanting to move, highly recommend it. Just, you know, that's all about divine timing too. It's like you have to just let your vibration kind of raise to being ready for that, and the universe will set you up for that. That's all that patience and bullshit, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna pull another card just for everyone, like a good little. I wanna like use my Buddha cards, and then I have some good announcements. So hold on. Yeah, I feel like using my Buddha cards, so let me grab those really quick. Hold on. Okay. I don't want to show you guys, but like I don't even drink anymore alcohol, but like some of the cases that I have like my cards in, like a Crown Royal pouch. Yeah, that's just what I do. I'm kind of frugal, so I just use whatever I have. Okay, so let's get a message for everyone, especially through this next week, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, I love you guys so much. And I have good announcements. I have fun, exciting things to tell you guys. So just chill for a little bit after I give this message because I'm so excited. Okay. Okay. All right. Cut there. Ooh, okay. Here's our little Buddha card, and it is desires. It's card 15, which reduces to a 6, which is beautiful because, yeah, 6s are all about harmony, balance, love, love, love. So the root of all suffering is desire. So the future, taking you away from you, that's a huge message to end on because we're talking about like moving to new futures, right? Moving to new directions towards our desires. And sometimes that can shoot you in the foot. The way that you make transitions in your life is become satisfied with where you're currently at. And I have seen this in my life, and believe me, I have seen the craziness of this. Once you finally just understand that you're desiring something, it is already happened, but you do have to become the vibrational match to whatever your desire is. So the way that you do that is by making peace with your current situation, falling in love with where you're currently at. So that's one thing that I've had to learn. It's a hard lesson, but it is so true. Like desires are seriously like the ego, the vein of our existence. It's reaching for better, but you do just, oh, it's such a fine line. But it is really significant and good, I think, for this season, especially. Like, we give gifts, we do all these things, and we want more constantly. And it's like, if you guys just kind of get in the flow, the universe will take you into relationships and situations that will just naturally help you to put you in a place of gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, that was a lot of my own process, and just bear with me. That was a lot of my own process, like over the past couple years. Like I had moments of being homeless, and but it was fascinating. Like I didn't have money, so I had to take public transportation, do things like that. And as I was like on buses and things like that, I was feeling very grateful for everything I had, because I would see people that were missing limbs and much less fortunate than I was. And so it always made me feel like, oh man, I'm doing pretty good. I might have health issues and things, maybe not everything that I'm truly wanting and desiring, but the universe was putting me in situations that made me feel like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And that's why, I updated you guys, my laptop was stolen the other day. One way I've made peace with it is that I'm in Mexico, for crying out loud. I have a lot more abundance and gratitude than like a lot of people that I'm surrounded by. And so I've been like, maybe there's someone that needed the money from it, and why else would they take it in the first place? So that's one way that you can make peace with things that happen that are unfortunate, is just understanding like, oh, material things and desiring things is such a fickle thing in life. And the universe has a very fascinating way of showing you lessons to make you feel just grateful for what you have and grateful for the connections that you're surrounded by in your life. Okay, my loves. Okay, so, okay. Announcement time. So, like I said, I'm in Mexico and I don't have a laptop yet, but at least I still have my phone. So I probably will be doing lives for a while now. Yeah, my phone is about to die. Oh, it's still on 5%, so I'm still good. But I found a place to move into here. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's actually a beautiful, safe little neighborhood, and I am so excited. I will probably show you guys like a little tour of where I'm moving into, and I am stoked because yeah, it's a pretty good find. I found a really great person that I'm working with, and yay! So that's my exciting news. I found a place. I have not had my own place in years. Like I think a good 3 years or so. So this is like crazy to me because I've been just a traveling little gypsy over the past few years. It's been insane. So I'm kind of done traveling. I found a place that I really love. Yes, totally. I was kind of shopping at some little like Mexico, little boutique shops, and oh, I was like falling in love with the decor. And I was like, Joss, like take it easy. Don't decorate just yet. Like let's just see how things go. But yeah, it was totally like, I think that's my Libra rising. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna make it so beautiful. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am just so excited, and that's why I just want to give you guys so much love and positive good things, because there is so much good that's happening, no matter the craziness of energies. No matter what happens that perceives to be negative, there's a lot of good things that come in to show us that. Like one thing, sorry, last minute, last thing. Look how long I'm going. After my laptop was stolen, I had this feeling to go back to the supermarket where my laptop was stolen. And I was like, it's not going to be there. Like, why go back there? But I kept having this strong pull to go there. So I went back and I had this feeling to go talk to these little like taco stand vendor guys, and they were the sweetest people. Like there was this little chico that was helping me, and he spent we just were communicating through Google Translate the whole time, but he never left my side. Like it makes me almost tear up because I felt like, sorry, I am gonna cry. This is the Pisces in me. But at a time where I felt so vulnerable, it's like the universe will bring in something to lift you up, you know? And this little boy never left my side. He went into the store, he was like calling the police for me. It was the sweetest thing I've ever experienced. And it just made me realize, like, even in those darkest times, you're never alone. Sorry, I mean to make this all like gushy and I'm such a Pisces in this way, but it just made me feel like there's so many good people, and yeah, like it's just good to, even in those negative times, just understand there's still a lot of beautiful people that will come in and support you and help you. And as long as we continue to just keep lifting each other up and giving each other positivity, I think that we all will like shift into this higher consciousness that we're all kind of working towards, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just wanted to end it on that. Like I said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm wishing you the most like beautiful Christmas and holidays. Like, I just hope you wake up on Christmas morning and you're just feeling like so abundant, so peaceful, and I hope that's the way things are going for you in your life. Love, love, and blessings to all of you, and hope you have an amazing night. Mwah.